Hello! So, my name is Lucy and I'm one of the founders of the Travel Club Collective. I have been in the travel business now for almost 3 years, originally starting because I was already planning some holidays and I wanted to be able to earn the commission that was inside them. And until I became a travel advisor, that commission, that wasn't going to me, it was going to somebody else. Now, I have always been passionate about travel. At school, I was always looking for ways to, make money, always been very entrepreneurial. And the reason that I wanted to have, my own business was so that I could actually make money online to travel. So of course, when this opportunity came, it combined the two things that I was wanting. A flexible business that I could build up to wherever I wanted to get it to, as well as within the industry that I was doing it for, travel. So you can imagine that when I found a way to do these three things, I jumped right in. I had done online businesses before in beauty and skincare and weight loss products. It was, the idea of an online income that I was called to rather than being passionate about the products themselves. So I loved the community, but something was missing. And as well as this, they did have sales targets and they had a stressful month-to-month sort of routine and requirements that I had to follow. So I could afford a few coffees extra a month with the income that I was making. I was able to afford a few treats, but I was after much more in my life and I had huge goals. At the time, I was working as a waitress and receptionist in a sleepy town in Devon. I didn't know my days off until the day before. I couldn't plan anything socially, and I felt like I was living the same day over and over. At 19, I wanted to see the world. I didn't want to go to university. I had no idea what I wanted to do there, apart from be a business owner and to travel. And I didn't want to fall into the cycle of, staying in hospitality all my 20s. Now, I started this business and after 3 months, I was able to actually leave my job, and then I was able to keep taking it to the next level and next level after that. I was booking my own holidays, 26 holidays my first year of business, and I was completely living my best life. And then, of course, the pandemic hit in 2020. Nobody expected it, but I was so beyond grateful that before anyone knew anything like this was ever going to happen, I had built up a solid foundation of a monthly income, and I was securing financial wealth through this business and had already built an online business. The travel industry got hit, but if I was in hospitality, I would have had absolutely nothing. So whatever your situation is, as amazing this business is for, the travel aspects, for me, the security is the biggest thing. Finding wealth, security, and building up an income in an industry that I am just completely obsessed with, and the rest of the planet are obsessed with too. Now, having a side income, especially in today's world, is vital, and travel is lucrative and never going to go out of fashion. The world is opening up and people are getting away whenever they can, not to mention the demand for, staycations and days out. So I just wanted to, mention that because we never know what is going to happen. And my hustle meant that I was able to actually help out family financially during this time and continue to do so. We've all been through really, really tough times in different ways, and many are the same ways. I was able to spend quality time now with family, not having to ask for it off. And after this past 2 years, I think we can all agree we value that time more than ever. But also at 23 years old, I look back and it has been a crazy whirlwind, but none of it would have been achievable without just, taking that initial step and getting started. I didn't know if it was going to work out. I didn't, but I took the risk anyway. And in the past 3 years, I have made multiple 6 figures. I have helped thousands of agents set up their own travel business, created other 6-figure income earners as well. I bought 3 of my dream cars. I've travelled in complete luxury. I've made investments, and I've just had a complete life transformation for me and my family and my partner. Now, I'm not saying any of this to boast. 3 years ago, I was being charged £5 a day for being in my overdraft, so it ended up leading to a never-ending cycle of debt because my overdraft had a limit and it wasn't big. At one point, I was living in a tiny room above the restaurant that I worked in, which didn't even have a lock, and I would eat super noodles daily because it was all that I could afford. Now, I made a decision to run with both opportunities that you'll have seen in the presentation, because I wanted to build up that monthly residual income for me. And that's what continued paying me these last 3 years, no matter what, and it keeps growing. Now, you have to think, what if it did work out for you? What if we remove the limiting beliefs that we all have about what we can do? We all have them, or what we think we're worthy of, and we just went for it. I've also come so far internally as well through the mindset work, the inner work, and my confidence has skyrocketed. And that's been thanks to the people that I've surrounded myself with. Now, whether you just want to be surrounded by people that, you can meet up with and go for a hazelnut latte with, whether you want to connect with other mums, or maybe just because your son loves Peppa Pig World and he makes you take him all the time, you might as well earn commission back from doing that. So whatever it is that is, calling you to the business, you can take it wherever you're essentially willing to go. So I hope that has given a little bit of maybe reassurance, and maybe a little bit of an insight into how it's impacted my life. You'll see as well how it's impacted other people's lives, because as I said, all different backgrounds from all different walks of life. But I personally can't wait to see you inside the Travel Club Collective family.